here for our Successful Women series for our first one of 2020 with Suehzen Mosley. Hi, Suehzen.
Hi.
Can you tell us just a little bit about yourself and what you do here in Chickasha?
Yes, I am the broker here at Century 21 Mosley. I have taught school here, and we ran a business at Mojo's Car Wash for 10 years. I've lived here since the early 90s. I graduated from college, and actually I started my life in Texas, Kansas, went to college in Nebraska and Oklahoma, and after Chris and I got married right after college, we moved to Houston and Boulder and came back to Chickasha to raise our family. And we didn't have kids at the time, but we knew we didn't want to raise them in a big city, so we came back here and had our two boys, Kyle and Cooper, and they are both out of college now and don't live here, but we're hoping that one or both of them may move back soon.
I think that's kind of the trend. You say, Mayor Mosley moved away and you guys came back. I moved away and I came back, so we'll be pulling for them to come back.
I think it's really important that kids move away from their parents at first and learn how to make it on their own. And I think once they step away from their community and look back through different eyes, they see just how wonderful it is. Mm-hmm. I've always been in bigger communities, and when we came here, I realized my pharmacist went to my church, my doctor went to my church, my accountant was my neighbor, and it was really nice having that connection in a small town with these people.
So this series is our Successful Women series. Can you tell me, how do you define success?
I think typically the world sees success as power, and I don't view success that way. I don't look for fame or what you have or materialism. To me, success is just being happy in who you are, being happy with your career choice, if you have a career, your family choice, whatever you choose. I just see success as contentment, and that's my take on it.
Yeah, that's great. Okay, so we failed to mention the mayor is your husband, so I know a lot of people know that, and they're going to ask why we didn't say that. So with his help, I think Chickasha has been doing a lot of things really successful. But I feel like maybe there's an opportunity for women to step up a little bit more. What would you say that women could do to get maybe more involved in the community or to help Chickasha grow more than it is now?
For one thing, I've learned going through Leadership Chickasha how many opportunities there are here, and I think that'd be a great thing if any ladies are willing to go through that class to see what's available. Realizing that there's just so much to do here. I'm a person, if I see a problem or if I see something that I want implemented, rather than just going and telling somebody what I want, I try to, if there's a problem, I try to go tell somebody, but also have maybe one or two solutions that I've come up with, and they may not be the right solutions, but coming up with something. I don't want to just come and say, hey, Cassie, our town stinks, without giving you some ideas. And I think that's where a lot of people miss the boat. As women, we're thinkers, we're doers, we're idea people, and I think a lot of women have a lot of really great ideas, and maybe they're just a little shy to say what their ideas are. Mm-hmm. But if we can get out there and brainstorm and get some ideas of what our city needs, and then go to the city, go to the mayor, go to whatever entity governs that, and see about getting those ideas adopted.
Yeah.
But really, I just think a lot of times maybe we feel powerless, mm-hmm. and just surrounding ourselves with the right people is going to empower us and also empower our city to be better.
Yeah, absolutely. You mentioned a little bit about Leadership Chickasha. Mm-hmm. Now, I know you're in that class. It is a program of the Chamber, but Paul Lewis and Johnny Trammell do a great job of chairing that. And you guys are working on a program that you kind of mentioned you like to take the lead on things. And so we are doing a program through Leadership Chickasha that we kind of voluntold you that you're going to be taking the lead on to do a little bit like customer service training. And so I just think that that's a really good example of how you saw kind of a problem and you stood up and you weren't afraid to say, okay, how can we fix this and do that?
Right. Yeah, I was a little bit voluntold, which is fine. It was my idea, and I wasn't saying the idea to, do it myself necessarily. But I guess, but that's okay. And there again, I think we all need to go ahead and step up when we can. It's a little scary, and I don't know what I'm doing. You don't know what I'm doing. We're kind of making this thing up as we go. But if we want to be empowered, if we want to be successful, if we want our town to be successful, then we all need to step up and do what we can rather than just relying on someone else to do it. You start little and you do the little things right, and then the big things will come. And that's something that my husband always told our kids when he was coaching in soccer or whatever, do the little things right and the big things will come. And so I think that's a pretty good philosophy.
Absolutely.
So.
All right, well, here's my favorite part. I know it's probably the most difficult part for you. There are so many successful women in Chickasha, but do you have one that you want to nominate for next month?
I do. Man, you're right. It's hard because there's so many deserving people. I came up with Christy Jarnigan. Christy is a person who is, to me, successful. Every time I see her, she's happy. She volunteers for the community theater. I know she's active in her church. And you talk about a workhorse. I mean, she's got 2 businesses. And, that's one thing about being successful. You have to work. Yeah. And it's hard. And I know she spends a lot of hours downtown at both of her businesses. And to me, she's a successful person. Just her attitude is spot on. So I'd like to nominate Christy.
Absolutely. Christy is a great pick. Well, congratulations, Christy. It looks like we're going to be chatting with you next month. We'll see you all then.